They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Into the air right away is Allen. And incomplete to open things up.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
10 more there and another first down. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The Bills at 4 and 6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now it's Hines. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Andy Isabella.
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and
touchdown Jets. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
Chris Jones, the All-Pro, in on the stop. 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. Able to fight through 1 tackle. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally, because sometimes when things go against you so much in the first half, it's hard to bounce back.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 25, here's 2nd down and a yard.
43 is the mark, 43. Check, 43.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Cook again.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 3.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break that? He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
With his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, number 15 overall. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he goes out right around the 39. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Allen going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit.
And now here is another interception.
He's on his way.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber,
touchdown! Bo Melton. As the first half is winding down.
And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Second and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this down to the 23. Allen going to audible to a different look. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play fake. Mahomes flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Bang, 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 bang. Undercross.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's Hines. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing now is Allen.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Cook.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out?
Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Allen now looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quinnen Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. They'll try the right side with Harris. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
Allen going to change the look here.
Now Allen to throw on 1st and 10. This to Hines on the drop-off. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.